So we need to make sure this design stays. Alright man, what's poppin' with y'all? So today we got like a crazy episode, you know what I'm saying? Designing with G Smooth, a day in the life. So a lot of people always ask me like, what do you do on the regular? So today we kind of designed in this backyard with the intricate client. Had to bring in a new crew simply because things happen, difficulties happen in the field. Sometimes people's expenses are not matching up with the work that we're saying. But you know, with further ado, we did reach out to a new company and they actually had a great rate. The right price. This client makes moves on the fly. This client like does what she wants on the go. I'm all with it, but also we have to pull back clients sometimes when we're doing a lot of movements, but then we have to break down, do this. There are tangible ideas that sometimes you need to see, but sometimes we also have to narrow it down. Alright, how you doing?
You're like 50 cents, huh?
I look like 50 cents. Hey, I do get that a lot, bro. That's kind of crazy, man. Laying the grass down and things like this. After that, I'll give y'all an update. But if you swing around over here, in all honesty, we're gonna go with gravel in the back because we're pretty much gonna have a like a seating area. Gonna place a fire pit right there. We got a machine that's gonna like do all of this patting down like blah, 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 different stuff like that. Yeah, you ready? Hey, I just had gotten a call from the roofing contractor, and I had to kind of phone the client real quick. So he just pulled up like that. Yeah, they're ready. Okay, yes sir, it's good. You can go ahead and do whatever you need to do, and we'll be right there, you know what I'm saying, if you ever need to access any questions. Yes, pretty much like, I'm actually an architect, so if you kind of put it in the mindset of it all, I do everything like content, rapping, I do like cooking shows, I do events and stuff like that, but most of everything like architecture, pure art. That's why I just do everything with creation. How you doing?
You're like 50 cents, huh?
I look like 50 cents. Hey, I do get that a lot, bro. That's kind of crazy, man. Yeah. Nah, hey, G Smooth, man. Yeah. This your company right here, New Horizons?
Yeah, I work for them, yeah.
All right, man. Go ahead and shout them out, man. Yeah? Hey, look, my friend, me gonna say I work for them. They do good work. They pay good, huh? Yeah. Every Friday, 2 weeks, they got that check. That's all that matters. Most definitely, man. All right, though, but we gonna check out, man. Like I said, we gotta go do some other errands and everything, bro. We out. I be telling people, like, man, that do be funny, but I always kind of get, like, labeled other, like, turned up people. Like, hey, bro, I just want to be G Smooth. That's all, man. Just look, he could have hit me, man. You look like Smooth. I'd have been like, oh, my friend, cabron. Bro, I don't even know if I'm cursing him out with that cabron word, bro. But, all right, look. So we just adding those shingles off. You think it's gonna fit, Justin? No? Hey, you think it's gonna fit? It's here for the work. It's here for the work?
Here for the work. I know it's gonna work.
Hey, it's gonna fit. We just gotta move some stuff. We didn't accomplish moving some stuff, but we just gotta move that table, shuffle it around a little bit, but I'm gonna dive back in with y'all. There are tangible ideas that sometimes you need to see, but sometimes we also have to narrow it down in a way that we don't overwork ourselves. Pops always taught me to work smarter, not harder, but come over here, guys. We got some materiality here right now. In all honesty, we're gonna go with gravel in the back because we're pretty much gonna have like a seating area. Gonna place a fire pit right there. We got a machine that's gonna like do all of this patting down like blah, 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 different stuff like that. And we got sand. But I'm also have to let y'all know that as we're building things, we're digging up dirt, correct? So let's walk this way. So look, at the end of the day, as we're excavating the ground, we do need a dumping site. So we created like a little trail. This is an empty lot right here. That's an empty lot right there. Who knows? Maybe this homeowner probably wants to expand. I'm not really sure. But this is where we're gonna dump it at because we do need to build the land back up. As you can clearly see, it's a lot of water right there. But without further ado, we're gonna go ahead and hit the back. How that footage look? Is it too dark? All right. That's been right. And pretty much like she made a mention that we're gonna do, I guess, a drop down or an internal like tunnel to run the wiring. Because the way that this is built, we're not going to be able to like, get in it. It's going to be too much money. So I do agree with her. I wasn't here for that phase, but she gave me that knowledge, and that's why you get a client that has knowledge like that. But at the end of the day, I like what we're doing. It is a cool hot day today. But like, tell me something. Like, have y'all ever had an idea that y'all want to design, but y'all didn't actually know or who to contact, or know someone like myself that can actually design and have it built for you? I'm a one-stop shop. The Life of Design is pretty much like, if you didn't know, now you know. It's some like stuff that I've been working on, bro. But I really started this up with my pops, man. Like, I was like 5 years old, bro. So I'm really just trying to like do what I can do. But pops, hey, think I got something going, bro. But it's your first time, bro. Make sure y'all like, comment, and subscribe. I'm gonna get back up with y'all, man. Just kind of finish, you know what I'm saying, checking over everything on some little quick stuff. Crazy stuff, bro. Walking into the work zone. Earlier in the days that y'all did see me, I probably was just in any kind of clothing, but today I have a few other moves to make, and I actually have to, you know, I gotta go make that content that y'all like watching, bro. By the way, it's your first time to the channel, make sure you like, comment, subscribe. So look, up here, this is pretty much what he's about to check. We want to be able to see if we can run in a power line, because we have another lighting pendant that we want to place on the interior. And I'm gonna show y'all that. Y'all should remember that, because now it's not symmetrical, and this client really wants things symmetrical. As you can clearly see, when she was talking, she knows exactly what she's talking about. In a sense, we talk the same lingo. We talk the same terminology. So it's like, in an architectural way, like, you gotta know how to deliver your words to somebody.
Action. It's Saturday, so you know what that means. It's time to play. It's another day at the Waterfall House. Another project, another thought. This is what we're doing today. So I was going to do this myself, but you know, why do that? It didn't cost a whole lot, so I'm with it. Outsource is the name of the game. So we have a 15 by 15 area. We're going to put some pavers and some Black Star gravel to create a little sitting area with some Adirondack chairs. We're also going to do a 4-foot wide pathway that's going to lead from here to there, because of course, in order to get from here to there, you got to have a path.
But we also must tell them what happened yesterday. So we had to bring in a new crew simply because things happen, difficulties happen in the field. Sometimes people's expenses are not matching up with the work that we're saying. But, you know, with further ado, we did reach out to a new company, and they actually had a great rate. The right price.
And so the right crew.
Let's go ahead and take them furthermore into the workspace.
Come on, show them what we got going on. So right now they're just excavating and digging it down. So what's going to happen is they're going to dig it out, they're going to tamp it down, put some landscaping film down, then some sand, and then they're going to go ahead and start putting the pavers down. So it's a 3-step process. The good news is it rained a little bit, so the ground is very moist. So that's going to help them with their digging. So I love that for them.
The thing is that I actually thought they would have a machine for this, y'all.
I did too.
I did not think that they would truly be hand digging this. Hand digging this is actually pretty skillful. I will say this. And it's actually going to save us money in the long term. Because we ain't have to rent, you know what I'm saying, a machine. But without further ado.
I have a tiller, and I had started doing tilling, but that's kind of labor intensive. You know, that was a little rough on the hands. But this right here, that's the look.
Can we speak on the materiality that we're going to go with right here?
Materiality? Yes, sir. You know, I love good Facebook Marketplace. Got these pavers. They're 12 by 12. I have 80 of them. They're going to install them in a diamond pattern because the shape is kind of diamond-esque. So you know what? We're going to flow with it and go with it. Yes, sir. This is the landscaping film they're going to put down.
There you go.
Get it at your big box store. No big deal. This keeps the weeds out, so it's really called a weed barrier. And yeah.
We got a lot of little toys on the grounds today. Yes, most of y'all don't understand the real process of design. See, I actually don't care. You know what I mean? We're gonna stop this one.
Okay.
Yep. So this is some first, you know, some progress that you guys have made. Like I said, I'm very, very thrilled with the hand digging. So they're just going off about, I'll say 2 inches from the ground. There is a wire that runs from these lights right here that they really they have to make sure that they hit. But they're about to be done with the first portion of it, and they'll get to start laying the grass down and things like this. After that, I'll give y'all an update. But if you swing around over here, you can shoot that. Start that. Hey, be very careful coming through. Be very careful. I got a lot of materials right here. Yes, yep. Be very careful, my man. Watch your step, watch your step. I ain't got insurance on the person holding the camera, bro. Real talk. Hey, but look, at the end of the day, we are updating this right here, man. They had water that was gonna be seeping in. Sometimes, like, we did try to like make this a little long. She had a great idea of doing this waterfall feature. But however, sometimes that rain kind of comes in at an angle at times. So we need to make sure that this drain actually gets a kickback. The water's gonna come here and come back now instead of just keep going, you know, in a deeper end where the pool is, and now you gotta squeeze it out. So with this feature right here, this is gonna be very, very smooth. Now this is where skill and craft comes into play because you better not scratch my tub. You feel me? As I like to say, as the lead contractors on board, you know, I always tell people like, you never work for me, you work for yourself. We all eat, you know what I'm saying? So I don't really like the employee word. Like I like to go around that because everybody are themselves. That's what this whole thing is about. That's what this revamp is about. This is what I want y'all to know about. You know what I'm saying? A day in the life of smooth. Everybody eats. Everybody eats. Everybody puts foods on the table. But anyways, this is actually coming up a little good. This was another crew. Man, my client, like, I don't know, it's like she went to sleep and she woke up and she fired the last crew. I'm not gonna say it too loud, but people need to know, shit, if you're not on your shit, it's not in my control, man, you know? You hire and fire every day in this type of life and everything, bro. As you can clearly see though, the pool and everything is very, very smooth. So we need to make sure this design stays high end and the top way that this client like Miss Rashida, you know what I'm saying? So, yeah, pretty much as a smooth designer, you know what I mean? Even just an assistant on board, because like I always say, she knows exactly what she's doing. Look at her, I'm telling you. She will make a change like this. Easy, bro. Like, bro, I'm over here working out. I'm like, yeah, you know, I'm getting in, game planning, you know what I'm saying, making sure that all everybody, you know what I'm saying, on board for in the morning. But at the same time, she was like, this client called me by my first name. Not gonna lie, I don't like that. But it's okay. She can do that. 50% can do it. All right, I know you're gonna say something if you watch this. Okay, yeah, you can do it, but don't tell everybody else you can do that. Like, she does have a lot more leeway than everybody else, but I'm not trying to run off into that, bro. But anyways, though, like, I'm gonna catch y'all back up. The client ran off, so look, I went and got fresh, and you know what I'm saying, I'm about to go chill with my bro. You know what I mean? We about to hit the highway, and you know what I'm saying, the flyway. Cause look, if I don't get out of here, my client, you know what I'm saying? Like I told y'all, pretty much like my godmom, you know what I'm saying? Type shit, mentor, a whole bunch of other things, bro. For the sake of lack of better of the words, you know what I'm saying? I gotta leave because she gonna put up the work. And make sure you like, comment, and subscribe, bro. We out.
Say, brother, when I mean put the work, yeah, man, smooth I ain't sweat under my arms in like 10 years. You hear me? Hey,
Don't come for me like I ain't no real man. Don't even try to do this shit. Yeah, I just work harder in my goddamn mind. I'm sweating right now, bro. What the fuck going on? But look, I went got that work in. About 3 days straight work today. You hear me? I ain't going back. But I'm self-made, self-proclaimed. You dig?
You feel me? Hey, self-made, self-proclaimed. You dig?
Well, all right, look though. At the end of the day, thank you for Blue Horizon to pull up. This is the thing though, like I said, bro. As an architect, you need to be able to oversee things. The client isn't here, but I'm gonna keep the show on the road. She don't even know that I'm cut like that, but I'm showing her that I'm cut like that. It don't matter if I'm fresh or if I'm dirty, I get the job done. And that's what this new revamp is about. Accepting me for who I am and for what I truly do. So look, see those two lighting things? See them up there? We just about to see what's going on. We just about to see what's going on. Sometimes you gotta pull things back just to see what's going on, bro. Yeah. So if you can cut this. Man, honestly, y'all probably didn't know, but back in like 5th grade, bro, I used to be able to like flip off a lot of stuff. I could probably do like 2 backflips off a roof. I'm gonna get Reese to record me real quick. I'm gonna get Reese to record me real quick. Or should I do a double backflip into the pool? Which one? Project X style. Double backflip into the pool? No? Be honest, man. Double backflip into the pool. You don't believe in me? That's what it sounds like. Man, look up, bro. Look up, bro. You don't believe in me, bro? No, no, nice. Go ahead. In the pool? All right, bet. Give me. That boy more nervous than anything. Hey, this man must have had a fantastic morning, you hear me? That man got eggs, he got the sausage, yeah. You feel me? He done went worked out and he got his jam playing. This is pretty much the part where you're gonna mix sand and pretty much the cement together. They're probably gonna add some water to it, or they're gonna probably just kind of do a soft overlay over the ground and stuff like that. But remember that black net that she spoke to y'all about? That's probably gonna go on either right after that or right before it. You know what I mean? Just to kind of make sure things are all level and be able to be controlled, because like I said, it's really just ground down there. So we need to be able to control the, you know, the levelness of it. But I'm gonna tap back in with y'all.